Hello, and we're back in Silent Hill 4.
In the room.
Yes, so we had a slew of diary pages left over from Joseph, who used to live in our apartment. I think it's quite interesting, because the first one sort of had, like I've mentioned before, comparing the game to sort of how real serial killers stuff sort of works. It's the sort of the information the people investigating it knows and what they release to the public, with them talking about the hearts. But then as we saw in sort of the other world, that wasn't the reality. He was still digging through someone's chest. So it kind of makes me think, is he doing it in the other world rather than in the real world now?
Pulling people into the other world and killing them there.
Yeah. And probably the rabbit's balloon was still there in the distance.
Right.
We're going onward, we'll figure out what's happened to Eileen.
Henry.
Have you been here the whole time?
Yeah? And I didn't see any hole either. You just disappeared all of a sudden. I can't stay here by myself. I'll be cursed. I know it. What am I gonna do?
I might know a way to save you. Do you know about someone named Joseph?
He was the guy who lived in your apartment before you. I think he was a journalist or something. He disappeared about 6 months before you moved in. But toward the end, he started acting really weird.
Yeah. He was doing an investigation about a religious cult and a man named Walter Sullivan. I got this letter from him. He told me to go down into the deepest part of him, and to look for the ultimate truth. Let's do that. There must be something down there.
Okay. I'll do it. You're the only chance I've got. I'll stick with you.
So we're back with Eileen, and yes, from that little cutscene we sort of infer that she can't see the hole, maybe? Which is very strange.
It's brilliant. I'm going this way.
I also quite like that our sort of interactions with each other are sort of the longest conversations we've had at this point, I think.
Yeah.
It is kind of grim.
Yeah, that's what the small key's for. Let's find out what happens on the other side.
Here we go. A bit of a staple of Silent Hill, I suppose. It's got weird looking staircases and nurse falls all the way down.
Like I say, that's why I swear it's humour.
Yeah.
The reason they've done it, because it's fairly silly.
It could work. It sort of has that element of they're both creepy and scary and sort of weirdly humorous.
All at the same time, yeah.
Which is a very strange effect.
So they burp as they hit every stair. Oops. I think I did that a little bit close to her.
Do we not want to go down and shovel them? Because they won't get sort of stuck.
They do
on the
eventually
wall,
just
will they?
die. I think this is possibly the safest way to do it.
And we want to do those long swings rather than the shorter ones, because those aren't really doing us many favours.
I'll go down and try and get this one.
Try and keep Eileen behind us. These look like legs on the left and right, almost.
It would not surprise me if they deliberately made them look like legs.
So, I think they're supposed to be like material or curtains, but yeah, it looks like legs. Oh, can we... No, she's gone. Yes, it's almost a bit farcical.
Almost?
It is a bit farcical, yes. I suspect, yeah, they're gonna get back up. You go, Eileen, you hit them.
Come on, Eileen.
Nope, don't get it, don't get it. So can we actually hit Eileen?
No, I think she just gasps, but I don't think we actually hit her. Oh, this is taking the time.
Yeah, I'm not thinking how much luck you're having. I suspect it might be easier if you could try and shovel them down there. Very nice. Oh.
That one's dead, because it twitched.
Looks like there's some writing on the wall there.
There is some writing on the wall there. Should we find out what it says?
Yes,
Actually, I'm
it's
not convinced that
twitched.
one's dead.
Oh,
Are they all dead?
I
think
think
they're all
so,
dead.
yes.
So let's have a look. Ever downward.
Almost looks like there's a mark on the door there. There's
Looks
kind of faint in the middle.
Yeah, it is. It looks like there's more words there than ever downwards.
Well, I think that kind of looks like a picture, but it's very hard to tell.
Right, let's go through the door. That's one of the first times we've had a loading screen going through one of those doors. Not that the loading screens appear for very long, because this is the PC version.
Yeah.
Let's just not mention that. Oh,
So,
there's corpses in the background.
Or it's getting rather more abstract, I suppose, the place we're in.
Trail of blood as well.
So yes, we've got sort of grating and posts and lights and dead bodies in cages. It's reminding me a lot more of sort of the evil otherworld parts of Silent Hill's past. Because we haven't really had a moment like that yet.
Also, the fog.
Yes, it's very thick. Oh, there's a portal all the way down there.
And the weird... That just looks bizarre.
It
So does that just
does.
give me a chance to pop...
This place.
I know, Eileen. That's what I'm thinking. Now, I usually go back every opportunity in case there's something new, but I'm not convinced there's much new happening now. At this point in the game. But let's have a check. And of course we wake up sans Eileen.
And so as our health bar doesn't pop up and heal us anymore either. Oh no, it does come up to inform us of it though.
Oh, that's because I pressed the button.
Ah, I see. I thought it was the game.
Right, let's listen. See if we can hear anything. Because I'm sure I heard something there.
Sounds like the windows rattling? Yeah, it's the windows rattling.
And this is what we call a haunting.
Mm.
And what do we do when we get a haunting? Well, that's what the objects are for. The Saint Medallion and the Holy Candle. I'm probably going to put down a Holy Candle.
I was going to say, I take it you want to unequip that so it doesn't use it up.
Good idea. So yes, which is good for this demonstration. So because I'm getting a very bad feeling all over, you can hear a kind of roar in the background. And if you get too close, it damages you.
Which we don't want to do because we don't want to have to use up lots of health items.
Yep. The other thing is that the radio tells you when there's a haunting, so you can hear the static. Now if we grab the Holy Candle here...
It should be up, I think. That would be nice if the radio was just on because there was hauntings, maybe.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to dash forward, plonk it down, and it tells you that the candle is working. And we're going to go back before we actually take any damage. Now watch this.
So the candle being eaten up.
Silence. So yes, and that demonstrates that we are in fact, that the house is clean.
Yeah.
There's a picture that goes along with that, but maybe later. And yes, despite the events that have transpired this eve, there's still just people mucking around, and I like that. Life goes on.
So, back through, I take it?
Mm-hmm.
And yes, the portal we've come through is very strange, because it's just a bit of wall. It's like, do you just climb through and fall over? But here we are again. That effect was actually, the pixely, staticky effect was quite pronounced with fog. You can see it a lot clearer.
I'm sure this will encode really well. As neutral tones that are foggy do.
Yes, we're following this blood trail down. Looks like a gurney, something from the hospital.
Yeah. So here we are at the bottom, and another bit of wall. The symbol is once again there, but this time on a door. So we'll pop through. And this wonderful Hitchcockian angle here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to finish exploring this room, then we're probably going to leave it there. So let's have a look at this.
Oh, I thought we'd be able to examine this. Ah, a candle.
So, is that anything on the ground there?
No,
is that
those
just
are just
texture?
bits. Because there's another one near Eileen.
Yes. So we've got a holy candle.
What looks like sort of tiny valves, machinery. Did
Oh,
she
you-
just sneeze?
You okay, Eileen?
I think she
wonder if
did, yeah.
Joseph is still alive.
I quite like actually that she sort of talks.
Yeah, she's quite a human character. But we'll leave it there. And we'll find out what's through door number 1 and door number 2 next time.